What's up, everybody? This is your girl, Butta B-Rocka, in the building. Welcome to Transparency Talks podcast. We have a special show for you guys today. We have some of the hottest male artists up in this piece. And I'm super excited to have them on the call. Well, on the video. We're on video. But before I introduce everybody, I do want to let you guys know to go get my book. Fear of Failure, Fear of Not Trying. I did become an Amazon bestseller seller in 7 hours of my release. So make sure that you support. Also, my boys have a magazine that's out, Defiant Ones Teen Magazine. They are on now their 6th edition. The last one just came out actually yesterday with the Ambrosia twins from Disney. So make sure you guys show your support. While you're at home, elevate your mind, do something. Be out walking. I mean, there's so many things you can do right now while you got this time of quarantine and everything. So, with that being said, we're going to bring on these dope brothers. We got Mr. Desmond and Mr. Isaac Lee, a.k.a. 7. What's up, y'all?
What's going on? What's up, Butta?
What up, man? Also, let me just say this. Xavier Lewis is trying to get on the call. It was some technical issues from my end, and so.
But trust me, he gonna make an entrance.
Right. Hopefully, he'll be able to get on here with us. But right now, it's all about y'all two. So, how y'all doing?
Good. Thank you for having us. I'm excited because my boy is on the phone, and I haven't seen him in a while, and we're waiting for X to get on. Those are the two of the baddest brothers, not just in Atlanta, but in the industry.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. The only thing that's different, the only thing I don't agree with is it's not 2 of them, it's 3 of the baddest. That's why I called all 3. I was like, I had to have all 3 of y'all. Y'all all giving that sexiness, y'all all giving that smooth grown folks vibe on a whole different level. Everybody got their own style with it. So I was like, I can't have one without the other. So I'm so glad that you guys were able to make it on. So let's start with Desmond. Desmond, why don't you go ahead and tell people a little bit about yourself?
Well, what's going on? First of all, I just had a birthday, so
happy birthday.
Appreciate you. Thank you very much. Born and raised in Atlanta. I've been doing music for about really since 2013, 14. Yeah, around about that time. That's when I really got deep into it. So been traveling internationally and able to perform and with our fixation dichotomy.
Yeah.
Dichotomy, yeah, with him, and it's been beautiful. I have a single out now called Relaxation, and I'm dropping the album July 27th. So be on the lookout for that, and I'm looking forward to it. That's pretty much about it for me.
That's what's up.
Play different instruments and things like that.
When I met you, I think I met you at the Auburn Festival. I think that was my first time meeting you. And you had just went on stage and you got up there and you was playing that guitar and you was singing, and I was like, yo, who is this? Like, what in the world is going on right now? Like, you was killing it, the whole vibe. You had the whole crowd just rocking. And I couldn't wait for you to get off stage so we could talk and exchange information. I'm like, yo, we got to work.
Yeah, I remember that. God.
Yeah. By the way, I'm loving the beard.
Thank you.
Yeah, you rocking it, you rocking it. So, next up, we got Mr. Isaac Lee, a.k.a. 7. What's up, 7?
What's up, baby girl?
How you doing?
I'm good, man. It's good to see you.
It is always a pleasure to see you.
Yeah, we have history.
We absolutely have history. But before we go into that history, why don't you give everybody a little bit of background about yourself?
Well, my name is Isaac, obviously. And people have been knowing me as 7 for the longest. It has a lot of meaning behind that number. And, I'm an artist. I've sung behind, a lot of people like, Tony Terry and Dave Tolliver, and a host of other people. And I like to sing. I like to sing to women. So I believe that's what my calling is singing to women.
I mean, and that's an understatement, because when I say, I've never been in a room where a guy, like, you have the ladies going so crazy. Y'all remember that the 5 Heartbeats, where was it Temptations? It was one of them where the guy was singing, and they was in the group together, and he wanted to flash, and the other one wanted to show him, that he had the stuff. And so he got up there and started singing. I can't think of their name right now, but he got up there and started singing, and the girl was with the guy, and all of it, and she got paid to come in, and boo them on stage. And he started singing, and I mean, things got crazy. She started doing all the movements and everything, and the guy looking at her like, oh yeah, you're gonna have to go. That's what you do on stage every single time I see you. You make people have fights. My son, my brother, you make the men mad, because you the women, you don't even have to do it. I mean, you don't even have to target just one person in the audience. Those ladies go crazy over you, no lie. I've seen it many times.
I wish, when I was hustling CDs, and most of the ladies would buy my CDs, but the guys would look at me like I'm crazy and talk about me. But thank you for the adulations. Thank you.
Nah, that's real talk. That's real talk. I ain't even making nothing up. I had the pleasure of meeting you. So I had a show, my very first show at Centennial Park. We was getting ready for it, man. We was about to bang it out. And lo and behold, it rains. And I think you had the last show of the season, I think, or the second to the last show, something like that. And I'm like, yo, man, I got this great opportunity to get on Centennial Park. I just came out as an artist. That was probably like my 3rd show. And I was so ready. And Shelly gave me the number. We went to lunch, and I was like,
we went to lunch. Listen, she was so determined to get on the show that she took me. Desmond, check this out. She asked me, what was my favorite place to eat, right? And so I said, the Cheesecake Factory. I know this woman gonna take me to the Cheesecake Factory. Then she took me to the Cheesecake Factory. I was like, okay.
I was whining and dining you.
And let me tell you, man, Des, when she stepped on that damn stage, man, people didn't know who she was. But when she got finished with that bitch, she gave me the right setup. She owned the stage. And let me tell you something, it was well over 7,000 or 8,000 people out there.
Yeah. It was so dope. It was so dope. And I was so appreciative, because like I said, it was technically my 3rd show since I had my band. I did my album release. What up, X? I did my album release. And then I did my and then I performed at Issac's Christmas party, and from there, someone had saw me and was like, "Yo, you got to get on at Centennial," and they connected me. And like I said, we was practicing, getting ready for this show, and it rained, and you was the lifesaver. And yes, I was going to wine and dine you to get on this show.
That's dope. And she got on. What up, X?
Yo,
she got on,
what up?
And she, man, listen, Des, X. It was well over 7,000 or 8,000 people. I had one of the most packed concerts in Atlanta. And she got up there and she just totally, they didn't know what was coming. So I'm behind the stage, like, trying to get ready. I was watching her show. And I was telling my boys, listen, she's not going to outdo me tonight. Okay?
Yeah, it was real cool. Are you strictly going by Issac Lee now, or are you still going by 7? Or
listen, I'm a grown man now.
I feel that.
So I'm going with the name that God has given me by laws of my mother and my father.
Yeah.
And 7 is always going to be my name. So only people like you guys know me as 7. So the world, don't know me as Seven. So, if somebody came up to me and said, "What's up, Seven?" and I didn't know them, I probably have questions. But, X and Des, call me Seven all day long. But my mother's name is Isaac. I'm a grown man now.
I feel it.
Yeah. What up, X? X is my boy. I'm sorry. I don't mean to bring up the listen, I'm online with two of the illest outside of my boy Trav and Tony Terry and Maestro. If you guys ever want to see a show,
yes,
Xavier and Desmond is it. Listen, we've always done shows together, but I would want to be the one to go first to get the women revved up before that. You know what I'm talking about?
Xavier, I was giving everybody their props and their accolades and everything. Can you go ahead and tell everybody who you are and a little bit about yourself, and then I'm gonna hype you up even more.
Oh man, I'm just a nobody trying to tell y'all know. Look, man, listen, it ain't about me. It's about Butta B. You know what I mean? I'm just honored and humbled to be on this forum with these amazing artists right here. All three of y'all. I just be like, okay, what I'm gonna have to do tonight? Jump off the stage, crowd surf. I'm gonna have to come out there with, nipple rings on or something. I don't know, but y'all are amazing. Y'all definitely. I'm just honored once again. But Xavier Lewis, everybody, they call me the antidote to R&B. I stay true to that. Just really want to bring back soul, in new school form, new school packaging, and I get it. Soul at once at a time was above rock and roll. You know what I mean? It truly was like a global, a favorite global, and still is really genre. And so music labels and stuff like that have gone away from the true essence of soul, but I always just want to portray it and bring it back. I don't know, America's Got Talent, Steve Harvey Morning Show, Georgia Lottery, All Access Music Shows, just to name a few. But it's about Butta B. I love this show. I love what you're doing.
Thank you. I appreciate it. You my little brother. We've done tons of shows together, went overseas together. Anytime I call, you always got my back, and I truly appreciate it. But seriously, y'all, Xavier is like one of the illest ones that I know. Like I said, all three of the brothers on here tonight is fire, and I couldn't have this show without one or the other. That's how dope it is, and I'm just honored to have all three of y'all on here. So thank you guys. So I'm gonna jump right into these questions. All right. I'm here on Transparency. I really want to talk for real and really let them know how it is. So, all right, I guess we can start with Xavier. What made you get into music?
You know what? I grew up singing in church. I heard, boy, you're going to be a preacher when you grow up so much. I promised myself I was not going to let that happen. I sang my first solo in church at the age of 6, man, and it was a wrap after that. I guess I got bit by that bug, man. Singing ever since.
Yeah. Okay. And Desmond, how do you describe your sound? When I heard you, I was like, yo, what in the world is going on right now?
Oh man, I can take it somewhere everywhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
It's more so like a smooth, angelic.
That's what it is.
I don't know how else to put it. Like something like a smooth, angelic, like something that's real chill that you can listen to.
Girls just making sounds, yo. Girls just making sounds.
Yeah. You can absolutely listen to you on repeat. So I do have a question for you. You play the guitar and you sing. You play other instruments? What else do you play?
I play drums. I play drums. I play keys, a little bass. I'm gonna play some horns. Right now those are the main things that I play.
So, Seven, how did you get started in this industry? Are you from Atlanta?
I am from Oklahoma City.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just that's where it started. It started at St. John's Baptist Church,
There you go. Yeah.
Millwood High School. Yeah, my mama, she whooped my ass. She had to have me to sing, and what a lot of people don't know is that I'm a pianist.
Are you?
Y'all never seen it. Y'all never seen me. That's because I don't have the time to do it in my shows. So, but it started in Oklahoma City, and then I came here and started singing in a gospel group, believe it or not. And one of my mentors is Fred Hammond. So he took us in, and then I got into the world and started singing. I started singing sexual songs because they was telling me that, my voice was similar, a lot similar to Teddy Pendergrass. So.
No, did they say that? This joker here is Teddy P. Reincarnated. What's the word?
Reincarnated. Absolutely.
God.
Absolutely.
Jeez.
Yeah. I was just, just doing shows, and it caught on, and by I met one of my best friends, who was Tony Terry. That's where it really started. I was singing with the Teddy White band, if you're familiar with Teddy White.
Yeah, I haven't seen him in a while though.
Yeah, I hadn't seen him in a while either.
One of the dopest drummers in the business, and he used to play for everybody, right? So Tony had this concert, I think with Dave Hollister, and he heard the Teddy White band, and he heard me sing, and he was like, you got to be my background singer. And we went out to his mansion out there with that, and rehearsed all night and did the show the next day. And so we've been friends, best friends ever since. Nice. That was about 12, 13 years ago. Yeah.
Nice. I spoke to you the other day, and you got some projects coming up that we're going to talk about a little bit later on. That's very interesting. So why did they call you 7? That it has some meaning behind it. So why 7?
Well, first of all, 7. The word. 7 is God's perfect number, and everything that I do, I try to complete. But on the carnal side of it, when I played football, that was my number. When I pledged my fraternity, that was my number. So everybody's been calling me 7 for years. Right. And that's how that began.
Gotcha.
You did? Yeah.
I could dig it. I've been called Butter. I swear since I was in Tampa when I was like 14. I can't get rid of the name. It's just Butter. And I'm like, okay.
Why they call you Butter?
Because they said I had a real smooth voice.
Yeah. Dig that. Yeah, that's like
Butter. Like butter.
Yeah.
Hey man, look, man. Sam, you all right? Come on, bro. You might as well go ahead and get a concert, man. You got the collar open. You got the, come on, bro. The shades. No. Sam, go ahead and sing for the people, man. You got me. He making me lean back like this, like. Oh, I'm saying no. Just hold up. Go ahead and hit him with something, bro.
Listen, have you ever did a show with Xavier before? Xavier, listen, if you're not prepared and on point, he will come and outdo you. So I figured that I would throw on some shades for a reason.
Yo!
And I would light some candles, set the mood. Because Xavier, and he's there well worth it. You hear me? Y'all gotta see. Yeah. Listen. Let's go on and get to the grilling. Desmond, we did a concert up in Tennessee somewhere. And listen, when he said his voice was smooth and silky, Xavier, he had them women crawling.
Come on,
do you hear me?
I already know.
I've seen it too. I've seen it.
You seen it for yourself, right?
I've seen it for myself. Yep.
This joker here.
I first met Desmond years ago. I used to host open mic at Cat's Cafe.
Yeah.
And he was just like, there's a list And when I was hosting it, you know, it used to be 50 people on the list. And he came and he was like, yo, man, let me get up on the list, man. I won't let you down. And everybody say that. All right? But when Daz got up there, man,
Forget about it, man. That joker there, man. Daz, look, every time we get a chance to just really share the stage together, it's just crazy because it's one of them things like he'll just hit a note. Oh.
And it's done.
I gotta get up there and sing a whole song. He just get up there and do that. Then, you know, he plucked one note on his guitar. Bling.
And then he pretty. You know what I'm saying?
Look, man. Every time I gotta do a show with this joker here, I say, look, man, just let me go before him. And then once by time 7 hit them with TKO.
Right.
Look, that's it right there. TKO.
Yeah.
Once he hit him with TKO, it's over.
Yeah.
It's over. But you know, I've been saying though, man.
Yeah.
I've been saying this for a minute, and but I'm actually glad that you brought this together, because in Atlanta, I need y'all to hear me. In Atlanta, the music scene, it is what it is. We already know is probably one of the most amazing scenes for music, entertainment, and so on, right? Do y'all know right now we could all go ahead and get our what is it called? Well, of course, if it wasn't like a pandemic, but let's just say we went to Vegas and got our what they call it? Come on, Butta B, you know what I'm talking about.
I don't know what you're going. Where are you going with this?
Like if we worked in Vegas, like we were part of get a residency or something like that.
Okay.
So like with this joker being like modern day Teddy P, you literally could have a Vegas show, bro. You are a Vegas show.
I definitely agree there.
Yo, it is. You don't understand how insane it is. Like, you know, so we could do Teddy P. We could do some. What would you say? Marvin Gaye.
Marvin Gaye, Smokey Robinson. Desmond, Smokey, all
like,
the damn way.
Yo, we could really do this. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. Ray Charles. Oh God, that's one of my favorites. Yeah, man. I think we need to look into this. I know some fellas that's out there gigging, man. Wake up, have breakfast, go do a show, hit the slots, come back, do a show. I mean, I dig it. I'm down.
So how hard is it breaking into the music industry? Yeah, I think. People come to Atlanta, they get their feelings hurt. They, I'm gonna come to Atlanta, I'm gonna do it. They get on them stages, they be like, whoa. It's not as easy as
wake up call.
Yeah.
Wake up call. And it's not easy to really, you gotta definitely like come to the A, and you gotta be able to grab an audience, because we have so many artists, so much music. Like if you can't get on stage, you know what I say about Atlanta's underground music scene? It's like street ball. You know, you could be one of them cats that could do all the fancy stuff, and everybody in the park is like, oh, if you can't do that in the A, I don't know. It gets a little interesting. But as far as
tricky on that.
Yeah. As far as the music scene, you got those like street ball, those N1 singers, and then you got performers. You know what I'm saying? And I don't consider myself like an N1 singer. I consider myself like a performer. But it's tough when you got the record labels down here. What we forget, like my favorite artist, I love to mimic myself after, is like Ray Charles. And so I know Butta, that's why you kind of mentioned it. But it's crazy when you remember Ray Charles was signed to Atlantic. Look how far to the left Atlantic has gone now. You know, if Atlantic just said, you know what, in honor of our foundation, in honor of soul, in honor of Ray Charles even, we're going to sign an artist that brings back that element of soul. If they just said that, it'll be a hit. But, I don't know.
So all three of y'all do your own music. I think, Desmond, you only do your own music, correct, when you do shows?
No, sometimes I sing other people's music as well.
Okay. So do y'all think, what I've noticed when I first started out here, I started out doing my own songs, and then I don't know, I just got converted, and then I guess in Atlanta you got to get in where you fit in, and then my shows started becoming more of everybody else's song than my own song. Like, I don't even know what happened. How important is it to get your own sound out there? Desmond?
I figured. I feel like it's very important because you want people to know who you are. For me, I think when I first started, I started by sounding like what the record sound like, meaning I tried to mimic that actual singer or their voice. When I did that, it was like, this ain't it. But when you take a song and you make it yours, and you throw your own, whatever it is that you have and throw it into it, they'll know who you are.
Yeah.
They will. And everything that you do is unique. You know what I'm saying? And it's distinct from everyone else. And once you figure out that gift, it's so much that you can do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's why now it's like I do covers, and when I grasp them with that, I'll throw in an original song like that. And if they're feeling it, you just keep moving or direct them to where to find you.
Yeah. As y'all know, I go overseas a lot, and so I would always hit them with something they're familiar with, but I'm always throwing in my own songs because I think it's very important that we start branding ourselves. And so often you go to the clubs and everybody, you pretty much know how the show going on, and it's all, and it can be all it can be an open mic, but you kind of know what songs are going to be sung at that open mic.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I have some beautiful music, I promise I do. But it's just like, everywhere I go, people want to hear Teddy Pendergrass.
Yeah.
And I can't get away from it, you know what I mean? And, sometimes that could be scary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just one of the singers. If you don't sound like Teddy, then
Yeah, everybody can't fool
you get it. You get it. So a lot of times during my shows, I do a lot of Teddy songs. Number one, because that's what women love. We haven't had that type of singing in a long time. But then I try to incorporate my own love songs and music to it. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So sometimes it can be difficult. I've heard the Vegas thing before. Tony Terrence told me years ago, man, you need to go to Vegas.
Yeah.
To go to Vegas. And I'm like, nah, I want to stay here, hustle my CDs. He's like, man, you know what I mean? So I've always considered that, but it's difficult a lot of times because everywhere I go, even when I start singing my songs, my own songs, people want to hear some Teddy Pendergrass. So what do you do?
Yeah, what that reminds me of? I'm sorry to cut you off. That reminds me of like, a major artist that has that one song that everybody knows. They can come out with 5-6 other songs, but everybody want to keep hearing that one song. And you like, man, I got 100 other songs. I'm on a new level right now. But it's just something about that familiar sound that gives them that feel good, takes them back to back in those moments or whatever, that brings them back in. So it is a struggle to do.
And it's kind of threatening because when you do a show with Xavier, he does everybody and he takes them up to the next level. You know what I'm saying? And it's an awesome thing. I love to see Xavier perform because he takes, here's the thing, I sing to women. I sing what they want to hear. You know what I mean? Because at that time, I would sing because I want to sell my CDs, and that was my only way of making some money in this thing here. So I would give them what they want, but Xavier was just, I mean, he could take anybody's song and take it to the next level. And so a lot of the times when he performed, you know, we on the same shows, I'm right there in the front row watching. I'm taking notes because I'm trying to take my game up to the next level. You know what I mean?
Man, you know what? I respect and receive that, but it's reciprocated, man. I mean, for both of y'all, like every single time, you know, it's truly an honorable moment to be like on the show, you know, and I'm gonna get vulnerable, man. I'm gonna open up to a vulnerable moment. Like, listen, there are people that I truly, like artists like y'all, like I truly respect so much that's the moment you'll probably see the most vulnerable sides of me come out on stage at times. I remember like me and Butta was on stage, and I probably the day till I die, man, I'ma just be like, B, I'm sorry, yo. Like, listen, for me, you know, learning music, I have to learn music strategically or in doses. Because what people don't understand is, like, you hear sometimes like musicians, right? They'll be like, oh, the singer using the lyrics, right? But half of the time musicians ain't really playing the record the way the record is. They playing what they want and it sounds good enough for the show. Yeah. So they're not playing the record like the record. We as singers,
looping too.
Huh?
They're looping. The first loop.
They transpose, they do everything. Yeah. Okay? So singers, we have to enunciate, we have to phrase, we have to put notes in certain places. Like I literally have to study music and like study it in doses to be able to like deliver. Because if you give people enough of the artist and in the same next half of the sentence you give them you got them. Mm-hmm. So if I was able to give them some country twang in my voice, just to take them there, once I slap X on it, then I got them. But BB had me on stage, and you know, she always just got you coming out of your skin. I had to learn a million songs, first of all, in like a week. She already know the whole jukebox.
No, I don't.
She know the whole jukebox. They've been doing the show for like, man, listen, they've been doing the show for like 2-3 years, bro. She called me, X, I need you. I say, okay, B, I'm down. Okay, here's the set list.
That's real.
A folder. I say, okay, all right. And you're not gonna be able to use nothing. You're gonna have to dance, sing, do everything during the show. So I'm just like, man, but you know, being on a show with you all always like causes me to like tap into moments or things that, you know, I appreciate you all for. I think that's what it should be, you know, on the music scene. Like if we're not influencing each other to kind of like go higher, you know what I mean? It's like, yo, y'all B has had some of the craziest shows at Centennial. This Joker here with Teddy Peter, some of the craziest. Des bring out his guitar, the beard. It's a wrap. Yeah. So what do? I say, well, dang, I can't do my Centennial Park show coming down from a helicopter. I really wanted to try that one time. It was like 3,000 people. And I was literally, it was when, you know, Wind Down was when, and it was like Xavier Lewis, they had it in the paper and everything. Yeah. I was going to literally try to come down with the mic, Centennial from the helicopter. Yeah. But if y'all want to know, we couldn't get clearance to do that right there, like airspace stuff. So I started coming as a processional from the back of the crowd. I don't know if y'all remember that with like signs and all that, because of y'all, man. It's like, damn, I gotta come from the crowd to the stage.
You know what's so funny? I'm gonna be very honest with y'all. I feel the exact same way because like man, like Seven will be like, he'd be like, where you gonna be at tonight? And I tell him, and he say, I'm coming through. I'm like, man, he's about to steal the crowd. He's about to steal the crowd. He's gonna sing one song, And
One
all
song.
the ladies are going to go crazy. And then I'm not going to be able to sing again. Because one, it's more women in the crowd. You know, that's number one. Number two, they want to hear the guys. They want to hear the guys. They want to hear that sexiness. And he's going to bring it. And I'd be like, oh my God. I love seeing my big bro. But I'd be like, oh my God. It's precious.
It's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's a wrap, man. Yeah. I think 7 for you, man. God has he's gifted you something that everyone doesn't have. When you think about people like Michael Jordan, and then you look at Kobe, and you like, oh my God, their body movements when they shoot the ball, where they shot the ball, it was identical. It almost make you feel like the spirit came out of Jordan, went into Kobe, you know, stuff like that. But like Sev, for you to be literally like that, like dead smack, the weight of your voice, the tone, your phrasing, your dude, for you to have that. One of my good friends, I don't know if y'all know this gospel artist, but gospel legend Billy Gaines. I don't know if y'all go deep in gospel, Billy and Sarah Gaines, but he is Donny Hathaway, like in the flesh. It's crazy. This is a Dove winning, Grammy nominated gospel legend, but he is literally, if y'all don't know, look him up, Billy Gaines, Donny Hathaway. And when you see, like, how could God make 2 of this? You know, and that's why, you know, 7, like, bro, like, honestly, I've always said that you should be hired by the city of Atlanta. Like, you should be a part of the tourism division for Atlanta. Just like they come to Atlanta and they go to, like, the, you know, they stay downtown and go to, what's the juke joint yeah, and all that. Like, bro, there should be a show that you do. If you're not in Vegas, the juke joint should have booked you. Like Teddy P, live by 7. You like,
you know. Let me say this. Thank you, first of all, and you know, I am honored. When I first heard Desmond sing the first time, you know, he blew me away, and you know, when we did our concert in Knoxville, it was Knoxville, Tennessee. And I got to see him for myself. I was just honored to be that. And then, you know, as far as Butta makes, you know, listen.
man,
Butta, you know, her shit is so tight. You know, she rehearses. And that's something that most people with talent, you know, especially here in Atlanta, don't do. You know, whether she's in front of 50 people or whether she's, you know, in front of 5,000 people. Now, I already seen you perform when you took me out to Cheesecake Factory to convince me I just wanted some cheesecake. But I just really wanted to see, you know what I'm saying, if you was gonna take me to get some cheesecake, you know what I mean? But Xavier, Desmond, when I tell you, when she stepped up on that stage in front of thousands of people, you know what I mean? Her game was tight, the dancers was tight, the vocals was tight, and I felt like a proud, you know, big brother. But I'm proud of both of you guys. You know, listen, Xavier, every time that I see you on Facebook and you know, you're doing interviews and you're doing sellout shows and you know, the way that you handle yourself, the way that you come with the professionalism, the way that you entertain a crowd. Xavier is not only one of the best singers that I've ever heard, but he is an entertainer.
Yeah, definitely.
And that's what people have to understand. You know, you have to be entertained. You know, you have to entertain women. Have y'all ever seen Xavier perform at a concert? This motherfucker's jumping on tables.
Here we go.
Yes, he got women screaming. See, Desmond, listen, that's a
Whatever, y'all. Whatever, man.
That's the difference between me and Xavier. See, all I do is sing and make the women high. Xavier make these women go. Xavier make these women go crazy. You know what I'm talking about? He makes my hustling a lot easier. I don't hustle my CDs until after Xavier.
Yo, whatever, man. What is this, man? Whatever. Yo, Des, whatever, man. Whatever. Y'all jokers, I appreciate the love. Y'all jokers. I'm just, yo, it's dope, man. Y'all are just.
I have a question. Have y'all thought about? I mean, it's cool that everybody has done plenty of shows together, but have y'all thought about actually putting some on wax together?
You know, I would love, forget the wax. I would love to do a concert together at the Fox.
That would be
Fuck.
That'd be amazing.
Why not? I'm
So
quite
that's,
sure.
I've been talking about that for years, man. I've been talking
I'm
about
quite sure between the three of us, we can pack out 4,000 seats.
Oh, bro.
Yeah, Butta B-Rocka.
You gotta have a female, open it though.
No, to have Butter host a bitch.
Hey,
You know what I'm talking about?
There you go.
I think, and listen, it can be done because we have more than 4,000 followers between us. We got thousands.
Yeah.
We just have to put it together. We can get on the record and do a song. I mean, we could do a video. I mean, I thought about us doing a video and doing a song today. But, we need to let the world know this is the age of media, right? Yeah. This is the age of media. People want to see some live shit. And anybody can get into a studio and record. But once you see them live, once you see Butter live, once you see Xavier live and Desmond with his pretty ass live.
So pretty.
Huh?
Dudes throw briefs on stage in that. Well, it is Atlanta. It is Atlanta, right, Sal?
Yeah, they do.
You got the women and the dudes throwing draws on stage, man.
And we would have to get our game tight. We would have to get our game tight because Butter will host it, but she gonna come with it.
Come on,
yeah,
bro.
that's
come
real.
On. I just shake my head like, for real, B. That's okay, B. All right. Yeah.
You're so silly.
Yeah.
So, how important is it to brand yourself and reinvent yourself?
It's very important. The reason I say that, you can't brand yourself as one thing and you do something else. I play acoustic guitar. I do a lot of other different things, but I know what it is that I do well, and that's my main thing. Like, I won't just come out of nowhere, just like, I can't rap. I might rap a little bit, but I'm not going to say, hey, have it on the flyer, Desmond Champion, the rapper, or something like that, because that's not me. I know where I stand. I know where I sit. Branding is a huge thing.
How important is it to invest in yourself?
I think it's very important to invest in your craft. I mean, the biggest legends, the biggest iconic artists always put money into their show. Beyonce, she could just let the label do it, but Beyonce puts over $1 million in her show. One of the greatest, rest his soul, but Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson ain't had to put $1 in his show. His show would be paid out in like less than a minute.
Right.
And the tickets are going for like $1,000 each. And this dude was still creatively investing in his own craft. So I think, however, big or small, whatever ways that you can invest in your craft and invest in your show, I think it's very necessary, and I think it elevates you. When you think about even in Atlanta alone, where it's heavily saturated with musicians and artists and music this and music that, y'all got to understand, like, because of that, the how could I say, the attention span for original music isn't really there anymore.
Yeah.
Because it's just so, so if you don't invest in being a brand, if you don't invest in your show, if you don't invest in the quality of it, I mean, you're doing yourself a serious service.
Yeah. So Isaac, somebody new's coming into the industry, how how do they build up their fan base?
You have to get out there and grind, man. You know, let me tell you, you know, in the midst of singing and hearing women scream and moan and all the other type of stuff, you know, afterwards, and y'all know it, you know, I would go around and hustling my CDs, man.
Yeah.
And, you know, I would sell them for $10 a pop. And most nights wasn't good. Some nights was. You know, I was working at AT&T for about 20 years, you know, before I decided to go into music full time, you know what I mean? And at the end of the show, you know, the end of each performance, I just wanted to make $50 so I can put some gas in the tank and go home. Because I knew, you know, I knew that I had to step my game up. I knew that, okay, I gotta eat, gotta put some gas in the car now. I'm gonna really surprise y'all by saying this, and I don't mind no more. I don't mind because I'm not there. But a couple of those years, I was homeless.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, man. Can you believe it?
No, I can't believe that.
A lot of the time, you know, when I go and perform, and man, there'd be a line of women trying to take pictures and stuff, you know, because they enjoyed what they heard. And, you know, like I said, some nights was good selling CDs and most nights wasn't. But from like 2013 and 2017, after those shows, I would get right back in my car with the little money that I got, right? And I would go park at the Quick Trip or any Quick Trip and sleep for, you know, sleep till the morning time, and then I would go to, you know, I had a membership at LA Fitness, right? And I would go to LA Fitness and shit, shower, and shave, and I would take me a nap on the couch. You know, they had a couch in the room with a TV, so, you know, I would take a nap for a couple of hours, and then I would go to the library and send out resumes, and then I would get right back up in the evening time and go to the Apache or somewhere, or, you know, go to Cats or go to Cafe 290. And, you know, I was embarrassed a little bit because some of the people bought my CD like 5 times over, you know what I mean?
That's love right there.
Yeah.
Like, that's love.
You know, listen, I don't know what to tell people that's trying to get into this business. It's rough. It's hard.
Yeah.
And every time that I would want to pull out, God will pull me right back on in. And I didn't understand because most of my friends was on the radio and on TV. And, you know, you blessed me with this voice. Why I ain't, you know, not necessarily balling, but damn, I mean, you know, why am I homeless?
Wow.
And I don't know what to tell people. You know, I know it doesn't answer your question, but mine is spiritual. You know, I just don't get up on stage. I mean, you know, when people hear me sing, I mean, they feel it. You know, it's just like, listen, Mary J. Blige is not the best singer out there, but if you ever seen her live or heard her music, you can feel it. And God has brought me through so much, like in my lifetime, and with this singing stuff, that it shows on stage.
Yeah.
I went through some things for a couple of years. I'm not gonna say I was mad at God, but I'm just like, man, you know, why you give me this voice like this? But yet I ain't on the radio, or I'm out here hustling CDs. A grown ass man asking people to buy a $5 or $10 CD, but I had to keep pushing.
Yeah.
And that shit was hard, buddy.
Yeah.
It was hard, man.
Well, as y'all know, I actually, all 3 of y'all have done my show. I started my nonprofit organization, Artists Rock the Mic, and was throwing concerts for college homeless students. and everything. And what you're saying, you know, I had got approached by a young lady that was at Kennesaw State. She was sleeping in a car, or either she was couch hopping, and she was eating from the trash can behind the school, and she would go into the gym and take her showers, into the bathrooms and stuff to take her showers and everything. And so, you know, that's how Artist Rock the Mic started, and you guys have blessed my stage, my show, you know, performing and everything. But I always said, say in the show, you know, us musicians, sometimes people don't realize, sometimes we're one paycheck away. You know, don't let that show get canceled, or the car break down, or the kids need something extra. I mean, it gets real. It gets really real. And
you know what, B? You know what, B? I always say it's crazy because moments like Valentine, you know, birthdays, anniversaries, we know the holidays, right? We all get booked like crazy.
Right.
I always said it. I'm standing on stage and I'm at that mic and I'm looking out in this audience, and you see people, man, celebrating life. They celebrating relationships. They celebrating friendships. They celebrating a good time, whatever. And it's like, man, I'm standing up there, and whatever I gotta stand in, all my lights might be off, my water might be off. When I probably made it to the show on the last little bit of gas I had.
Yeah.
You ever been up there like, okay, I'm gonna get there, but
I don't know how I'm gonna get home, Jesus.
Yo, so it's interesting because it's like we stand in whatever it is that we dealing with, and we have to take all of that off.
Yeah.
Put over here and literally create an amazing moment for people, even not just, you know, on the secular side, but in church.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got to take it. You got to provide an experience that's like that takes people there. And so there's nobody to sing for me when the night is over.
Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, I think three of us can feel that. And definitely can understand and have been there before. Yeah.
Oh yeah. For sure.
When I injured my knee, and when I dislocated my shoulder and had a torn meniscus and torn ACL, and I was not able to tour for literally the whole year, it completely rocked my world, because I mean, I've been touring since 2010, and it's me and the kids at that time, and I didn't have, it was a lot of stuff going on. And so to go from, touring and making your own money and not worrying about nothing, to all of a sudden you don't know how you're going to pay your bills and everything like that, it became really real, and reality hit. Thankfully, I have, a great support system behind me that stepped up to the plate and was there for me. But as a musician, I'm trying to tell y'all, I mean, like you said, we put on this space, this mask, and get out there and pour our hearts out, but you have no clue what we're personally going through.
You gotta just leave it all out and put it all out on the line. And I think that's what really gets me from stage to stage. You know what I mean? I'm at a state or a place in my career where it's, it's truly an exciting moment whenever you get a chance to get to that stage. And I don't share the same hard times as I once were. It's just a new category of that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, man. Yeah, I love it because it just builds so much character at the same time.
Absolutely. So now that COVID has hit, I mean, it's kind of towards the end. I don't know if it's kind of towards the end or what, but now that COVID has hit, of course, that has stopped a lot of our shows, and we all, perform a lot. So how are y'all coping? What are y'all doing? What's your hustles? How y'all getting by?
Y'all want me to go first?
Sure.
You go.
This is one of the best times in my life.
Yeah.
One of the most amazing moments, not just in my life, but American history, like just the globe's history. Listen, we've witnessed World War I, World War II. We've never had a moment when the whole world stopped spinning.
Yeah.
The whole world. Like one part of the world over there could be doing something, but we don't feel it over here. The whole world felt the same thing. And so I'm talking about the very first week when all this went down, I was at the house and I was just like, yo, it's the perfect time. Like, we're going to address our credit. We're going to do everything. And a lot of times, you have to know how to play the game to be able to truly enjoy the game you're playing. Mm-hmm. When everybody was furloughed or everybody had to stay home, guess who else was closed? The credit bureaus. That was the perfect time to send in disputes. But we just got letters the other day say, yo, because the bureau did not respond in the 35 to 45 days they were supposed to, that has to come off your credit. Like, it's things like that people don't understand, so right now is the perfect time, into some things that God's just been blessing,
All right. So Isaac, what have you been doing since COVID?
I'm with Xavier. Listen, this has been a blessing because I had to sit my ass down. God had to sit me down and get some things in order. First of all, God blessed me with an awesome job. It's back in corporate America, but I don't have to hustle cities no more, and I'm getting ready to buy some property. Nice. And see, this is the blessing from where I came from. So I hold a very prominent position at an oil company that I don't want to name, and also I've gotten into real estate investing. So I buy houses and I rehab them and I sell them.
Nice.
But as far as music is concerned, I am writing music, man. And I'm recording with Tony Terry, so you can imagine that. And the project is next year. Is just, it's just going to be awesome. I mean, the music that he's writing for me, and the music that I'm writing for myself.
Yeah.
It's just awesome. And I'm not going to put nothing out too soon. I am taking my time because when 7 come out next year, I'm going to kick some ass.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
I have one time to shine.
Yeah.
And I am not just going to put some shit out there just because. I am proud of all of my homies that's putting out music and doing videos and recording and I support everybody. I call everybody when they have shows and I try to go out and support them. Mm-hmm. But for me, I'm taking my time and I'm sitting down. I have to get my personal shit straight.
Yeah.
I have to get some health insurance.
Yeah.
I had to, I'm going hard in 2021, right? And so this has given me the time to get some personal things straight in my life, reunite with my family.
Yeah.
And sit my ass down and listen. I listen. A lot of people think I just sit around and listen to the Pendergrass all the time, right? But my favorite music is gospel music. I mean, I'm Marvin Sapp all day, and I listen to my jazz. I don't know if you heard of Gregory Porter. I'm a Gregory Porter fanatic, and I light my candles and I sit on the balcony and I listen to my Donny Hathaway or either his daughter Layla Hathaway. I'm taking this time. I don't even go anywhere. Mm-hmm. I have not been out really in 4 months.
Wow.
When I tell you I am quarantining, and I'm okay with it. I'm okay. I watch Xavier on TV all the time. So, I mean, and then, when I have friends over to the house and man, we plug up and we see Xavier and, they be like, is that your boy? I'm like, yeah, man, that's my boy. I'm trying to tell you, that's my boy, and I am really proud of Xavier. I'm proud of you, Butta. Desmond, listen, Desmond is getting ready. Listen, I'm trying to get my shit in now because when Desmond, when he comes out, like out, I just want a free ticket to the show. That's it. But I'm thankful for. This is gonna sound crazy, but the COVID situation is giving me the opportunity to sit the fuck down.
Yeah,
That's true.
And to spend more time with God, and to reevaluate my life. Reevaluate my finances. I don't have to struggle no more, and I don't have to beg. And this is going to be important because I'm quite sure all of y'all can vouch for this. But I don't have to accept $500 for the whole entire band to do a show.
What? Where they do that at, bro? We'll try you like that in the ATL.
So
try you.
Them days is over. Long time.
They are over. And let me tell you something. I'm a very humble person. People don't think I'm humble, but you're not going to screw me in 2021. If you cannot afford me, because what I bring with my show, what I bring with my show is an experience, right? I gotta have the best musicians. I'm not gonna settle anymore so I can get $100 and go home. You're gonna pay for an experience. And so that's what I'm doing during this COVID situation. I'm sitting down and I'm reevaluating, I'm putting things together, I'm rehearsing, I'm writing, because 2021, I'm kicking ass. I don't give a shit no more. I'm kidding.
All right.
Nice.
So Desmond, what are you doing during this COVID time?
I've been spending a lot of time with myself. Meaning, I feel like you said, everything was shut down. I feel like this time was needed. It was bound to happen sooner or later. We just didn't know how it was going to happen. Unfortunately, it was like this. But that's the main thing. Being able to spend more time with myself. Even now, more so, making sure that you not only get yourself together, but being able to spend time with your family. Hit up people that you haven't hit up in a while, just to make sure that they're doing all right. Like, you reevaluate a lot of things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
During this time, I was able to release that single, and why that particular single? I just felt like, well, the kids always at home. Now they're at home with the boyfriend or the husband or whoever it is, usually work or something, is their getaway, to be able to spend time with, themselves. So I just felt like that particular song was the right one, for women to be able to listen to be able to just relax and understand that it's okay. We understand, or I understand that you're going through whatever it is that you're going through, but at this moment, breathe, So, being able to, kick it with my kids, because a lot of times I was always on go, always doing music. And, I've had moments where my kids be like, well, where's Dad? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, where he at? Why wife's not here? Well, Daddy got to sing, Daddy got to go work. You know what I'm saying? And just to be able to, be that old niceness, hey, like, he's here. Or sometimes, go over there, just put him to sleep and then, leave. It's different. It hit different, to be able to see your kids more often and not, focus so much on the music or focus on them. You know what I mean? Because you're still able to, you're at home, you're doing your music, so now they see it,
Yeah.
Like, okay, now this is what they're doing. And then my daughter, she's 3, but we connect music-wise. She was like, Daddy, I want to sing, So it's crazy. My little boy, he's 1, so him, he's hitting on everything. Pull out the guitar, you know, I'm just like, man, we got to get you into something, you know. But it's, for me, I feel like that's something that's beautiful, you know.
Yeah.
But it definitely, you realize what's important and you work on those things to change, you know.
Yeah.
And so
Okay. I can definitely relate. Since COVID, actually, I mean, a little bit before COVID, you know, like I said, for a whole year, I've literally had to sit down. And I think God has a way of sometimes, you know, making you slow down, because I was going all the time. And
yeah,
I think that even so during the time that I injured my knee, I, you know, became an author and graduated from college, and
Nice.
I just recently started my own PR firm and everything. So a lot of things have happened. My kids started their own magazine. I mean, we've been over here building, you know,
Right.
and I think that it was even meant, you know, even this COVID situation has even been a blessing, because I personally would have in April would be an official year, and I could get back on the road. I already had stuff lined up, so I know I was going to be back on it, you know, back at it, even though my knee still doesn't feel 100%. I mean, it feels better, but I think it's more mental than anything. So I probably would have pushed myself, you know, went so hard again that I probably would have injured myself. So, you know, I feel like God was like, okay, well, now we're going to give you just a couple more months on this knee to just chill out and work on some other stuff. So since then, I'm great. I have some TV and film stuff coming up. You know, I'm always coming up with some stuff. So I got a lot of stuff happening right now that I think wouldn't have happened if I didn't slow down in the first place. I had to figure out what my other talents were if I couldn't do music, and I've tapped into them, and it's like, man, this is dope.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I one of the things that I think shocked a lot of people, I came out really at the top of this whole self shelter quarantine era. I came out with my own show. It was gospel, but not necessarily a gospel show. So we could have anybody on it, but called TBP, Throwback Praise.
Yeah,
you know,
which is
you
so
know,
good, by the way.
Man, thank you, man. Thank you. And I mean, yo, I've had literally, we sat and we were like, dang, we just went through 11, 12 episodes. Like, people keep asking us, when is it coming back? I'm like, I was tired. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, we've had some amazing artists. Virtue. We've had Eric Thomas, the hip hop preacher. Y'all know that voice. All his videos out there nationwide. That's my boy. We went to school together. We've had the one and only, the face of gospel, man, Dr. Bobby Jones on the show. And so many other amazing artists. So, you know, for me, that was a vision that started out last year, and I wanted to do a concert series called Throwback Praise. You know, but it's all just strictly throwback gospel songs, them choir songs from back in the day. You know, John P. Key, Kirk Franklin. I'm talking about Commission, everything. So we got into quarantine life, and came the virtual aspect or virtual series of that concept, and it's been great. So, you know, Dr. Bobby Jones, he wants to definitely, when things open back up, sit down and talk business on that. I mean, it's just so many things, which opens the gates to each other, to us, you know. And when you think about people and how they are here or there, it's crazy. That's just how they've ended up, like being able to like be like, yo, I'm over here now, come on up. B, I want you to perform. Sev, I want you to perform. Des, I want you, you know. And it's dope. So I think it's our duty to continue to like get further in our calling, because I always say this, and when I'm dead and gone, I want y'all to remember for this, especially. Blessings are made to be in piggyback form. God don't bless you for you. He bless you to pass it on, man, to somebody else. You know what I'm saying? So I'm always interested. Thank you for having that type of spirit too, B. You always sharing your stage with people. Y'all pull up. I'm always like, yo, the mic is ready, it's on, it's for you. And it's not necessarily because I'm just interested in just being lazy per se, but no, I think as artists, always having our platform open to each other is what makes it truly like that community effort. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah. I know I'm quick to put people on stage. And share, because a lot of people don't have the opportunity to get on some of the stages that I'm able to get on, and I think that if you can pull somebody or bring somebody along or help showcase them even more, not saying that they don't have their own platforms, but if you can help get them on some additional platforms, why not? You know what I mean? So yeah,
I thank God for you, Butta, because you've been genuine from day one. You've been supportive of my music and my shows from day one. I love you, and am I going to sing, man? Looking back over my years, guess I shed some tears. Told myself time and time again, this time I'm gonna win. But I never fight it ain't right. I guess I'm losing again. It takes a fool to lose twice, baby, and start over again. Yeah, I think I better let it go. Let it go. It looks like another love. TKO. I listen. Sing it, man. Thank y'all so much. I love you.
Thank you. I love you too.
Man, you can't come behind Teddy P, man. Can't come behind that. You could let me share my screen, though, B. You can't come behind that. Cause that joker there, man. TKO.
He did the knockout, huh?
You know what? We're gonna put it together. Let's do it. Ladies, we're gonna put together a show strictly just for y'all. We're gonna invite all of y'all out to be on y'all absolute worst behavior. Get your hair done, put on that sundress, get them toes did. I'm talking about, listen, we gonna go and lay it down for each and every one of you. You know what I mean? I promise you that. B, we gonna let you announce it. We'll start putting it together.
All right. Oh, by the way, guys, Trav said, "What's up?"
Oh,
an awesome interview.
Come on, Trav. Come on.
Listen. May I say this really quick? I started off with Trav. We used to hustle together at karaoke's back in the day, maybe 15, 20 years ago. And I'm so proud of him. That's my homie,
Yeah, man.
We close.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna shed no tears, but Travis overcame cancer recently and has such a gentle heart. And I love Trav, just like I love the Maestro and Tony Tatum and Tony Hightower and just everybody. Trav is my rolling partner. We started this thing together, and I just want to give him a shout out because he overcame cancer recently.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I don't know if y'all have experience.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all
shouting for you, Trav.
But
man.
That's homeboy, man.
Yeah.
To the end.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Trav is definitely my heart too. So.
That's my boy, man.
Yeah.
I remember the first time I met Trav. And it's cool, y'all. Like, man, that joker been A1 since day one. He been the same since, and there's a consistency here. Where all of us like who you are from the moment I met you, you still are to this day.
Yeah.
I can't say that for every single person I know, but I can say that right here for y'all. Look, man, I just, man, come on, D, you gonna sing to the people, man? The ladies is ready.
Okay, cool. Right now, nothing in this room really matters. Not at all. This moment Everything slows down. I'm gonna take my time, learn your body, and as you learn mine, fluent in the language he speaks. Touch you on your left cheek, right here, I'm right here. Come on, baby, listen closely. And then you gotta get the rest.
Hey,
Wow.
yeah, wrong. Man,
so
you're
can you
wrong.
imagine that like on a show? I mean, what are you supposed to do?
Yeah, that was awesome.
Y'all see, I turned my lights down, man.
I saw that. You got the mood right. You so silly.
Listen, man, look. I'm just like, come on, man. I'm at the show.
Oh, bro. Look,
Listen,
I got my wings in there waiting on me.
Bro.
I went in there, ate a fry, came back.
come on, man. Look, there. Hey, y'all see me lean to the side? That rib cage started to fold. I had to put a few bites. Listen, man, please, man, keep playing.
Wow, that was absolutely beautiful.
Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. You can have my segment. If you sing again, I think everybody out here appreciate that moment, man. Pick your good top, man. You can take my segment, bro. I'm just gonna eat my food.
Okay. If you gonna eat, I'm gonna turn my lights down. Hold on.
I done already turned mine down, man.
Let me turn mine down too. Hold up, let me set my mood too. Jeez.
Let me cut mine too.
Yo, listen, it's been a minute. We've been quarantined. It's been a minute. Look, man.
Right. Wait, let me turn down my. Let me adjust my lights too.
I turned down my lights.
Get the mood.
Now we talking.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Can y'all imagine being in concert with him?
Yes, I could imagine.
Okay.
Everybody out there right now, you tuned in. This my girl Butta B-Rocka, man. Y'all better turn your lights down. You're listening to the soul.
There is only room for me. When you have made that possibility room, see we can take that step to see if this is really gonna be. 'Cause all you gotta do is say yes. All you gotta do is say yes. Don't deny what you feel like when you dress. Open up your mind and just rest. 'Cause I'm about to let you know you make me so. All you gotta do is say yes. Don't deny what you feel like when you dress. Open up your mind and just rest. 'Cause I'm about to let you know you make me so. You make me See, loving you has taken time, but I always know you would be mine. Oh, see, I recognize these butterflies inside me. Oh, she says it's gonna be made tonight. You gotta do is say yes. All you gotta do is say yes. Don't deny what you feel like. Just open up your mind and just rest. 'Cause I'm about to let you know you make me so. All you gotta do is say yes. Don't deny what you feel like when you dress you, baby. Open up your mind and choose.
Hey,
Cause I'm about to let you know.
hey,
You'll make
so,
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 you'll make me so,
mm,
so, so,
yeah,
yeah.
hey,
Look at Buttercup smiling.
yeah.
I mean, y'all know how I feel about y'all voices.
Baby. Oh, let me tell you something, girl. How I feel. I'm gonna keep it real. Keep it real. Yeah. Yo, cause I have never been so much in love.
Let's say something right here. Say something right here. Come on, go with me. Come on over to my place. All right. Hey, butter, baby. Say, come on, go with me. Mm-hmm.
Say it now.
Come on over to my place.
You know what? It's something I need to tell her though, man.
That's
you know what?
tell her.
Before I let you go away, hey, can I get a kiss? Good night. Ooh, yeah. Before I let you go away, yeah, can I get a kiss? Good night. Yeah. Hey man, y'all done started something, man. Y'all, I'm just trying to eat. I'm just trying to eat, man.
Hey, y'all, but they ain't ready for this concert because you know.
I mean, y'all, my cheeks have not stopped. I can't stop smiling.
They're not ready for a concert like this because people gonna leave after our concert and the pregnancy rate gonna go up.
14 babies, man. 14 babies. Listen, that releases the stress level.
It does.
It releases the stress levels.
Absolutely.
I think it's amazing how, as far as the lag and all of that, it wasn't like everything was like
dead on.
Just about, yeah. Like,
hey man,
point.
you know,
I was like,
so here's the deal. We can honestly do a live show. Here's the deal, folks. The Eventbrite is coming soon. $10, you get the private link. Already you got 7. Already you got Desmond. Yours truly, Excel, the antidote. And you got Butta B-Rocka featuring many other special guests. Folks, $10, you're gonna get the private Eventbrite link. Listen, watch what I tell you, y'all. Watch what I tell you. We're gonna do a live virtual show, but it's gonna be private. $10, you get access to the private link. Come on, I promise y'all, I'm being on my absolute worst behavior.
Worst behavior.
It's gonna be fun. Absolute worst. I'm just trying to eat though. I'm just trying to eat.
Well, with that being said, guys, I mean, Desmond, you sounded absolutely amazing. I mean,
man,
not that I didn't expect you to, because you always jam. Xavier, you know I love you. Isaac, you know I love you so much. Thank you guys for being a part of the show. We way over our timeline, but these people are loving it. So I appreciate you guys, and I'm gonna talk to y'all later. All right. So we're signing
All right.
off.
Much love,
Talk to
y'all.
y'all later.
See y'all later.
I know it's been a long day. You've been stressing, you've been working real hard. But at this moment, I'm asking for your blessing.